So, what are your predictions for Sonic 4?
Let's go metal, everyone.
What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Stars and Garters. I'm Katie Pettiette, and look who is back.
Been a while, Samuel Pettiette.
It's my brother Samuel. What was the last episode you did, Sammy?
Wasn't that Captain America one?
What Captain America
The
one?
quiz?
Probably not. I know you were on my 100th. And I don't know. Have you been in any in the second season?
I don't think so.
Well, I guess this is his first appearance of the second season, so that's pretty cool. So I told you guys this was coming on my 2024 awards episode.
By the way, this should have gotten top number in my opinion.
Because I did that 2024 awards and I mentioned a certain movie that didn't quite make my top, that this lady's movie did. But I still said it was an amazing movie and we would come out with a review on it. And here it is. Here is our review of Sonic 3. So yeah, we watched it last December, just me and the boys. I drove them because I'm super grown now.
Yeah.
And it was basically awesome.
The greatest movie yet, in my opinion.
I think so too. So basically, this one, if you haven't seen it yet, we got a new Hedgehog. Got this boy named Shadow. And so Dr. Eggman and Shadow are teaming up to destroy the planet because they both got beef with it.
Hold on. I think it was Gerald. Robotnik.
Gerald. Is that Dr. Eggman's dad? He knows his name. He knows a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's basically what it's about if you haven't seen it. But you should go see it because we're going to obviously be doing spoilers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, as far as the story goes, for me, I just thought it was cool because I don't know anything about Sonic, but I didn't know anything about Shadow's backstory. And I thought it was going to be creepy, but it was actually really good and also very sad.
It's so sad.
But so you being the Sonic expert, what did you know about Shadow's backstory before watching the movie?
So, before the movie, I was a little confused about his backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Because, usually I would be thinking, Gerald Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather, would have made Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Because, there's a lot of things like Project Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that name sounds like someone's making him.
Okay, well, yeah, No, he wasn't. He wasn't made, was he?
Yeah, according to the third movie, he wasn't made. He fell somehow in an asteroid. So, we got another alien hedgehog, folks.
Yes, indeed. So, do you know if there's a game that this movie's story most closely lines up with, or does it just kind of...
So, my brother Wyatt, you've seen him on the podcast most likely. Has he been in season 2?
Yes, he did. He did a review of the Spider-Verse comic.
Oh. Well, he kept on mentioning a game called Sonic Adventure 2. And it wasn't the exact story.
Mm-hmm.
There was a creature called the Bio-Lizard.
Oh.
The only different part was Bio-Lizard.
Okay.
So
it's most closely to that?
I think that's the closest that I know of.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think, as somebody who knows what's going on in the games, do you think the movie did justice to Shadow? Portrayed him in a manner that is, as good as the games did?
Well, I haven't played many games with Shadow in them, with his story.
Mm-hmm.
But, in some of the books, he's seen as like he only care like he'll only save the world if it benefits him.
Mm-hmm.
But in the movie, like I kind of like it better when Shadow is like just being tricked by the Eggmen.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it'd be Eggmen. I don't know.
Well, for me, who doesn't know anything about Shadow, I didn't know anything about him. All I knew about him was a game called Sonic 06 because I heard very, very bad things about that, and just
I never heard
in
of
the
it.
interwebs. I don't know if that's what the game. Like, I don't know anything. That's the only way I've heard of like anything about Shadow's backstory. And I knew there was a girl, and that's all I knew. So this actually, as somebody who doesn't really play the Sonic games, but really likes the Sonic movies, this like I was very, very interested to learn to learn Shadow's backstory, and it was like really, actually, really sad. Which
It was very sad.
yeah,
I
weird.
almost cried.
Yep, weird that you can get that with like a big old black and red hedgehog, but like I mean, that's kind of the premise of the whole movie series, though, and they are already good at it, so I guess it makes sense, though. Um, and then, so is Gerald Robotnik? Is he in any Sonic games that you know of?
Well, I think he was in Sonic Adventure 2.
Really?
That game, yeah. I think he was in that.
That's very interesting because I had never heard of him before this movie. I thought, honestly, I kind of thought they were just like give like Jim Carrey is so good, give him 2 roles. So
Hey,
honestly, that would have made sense to me. But apparently he does exist in the games, which is really cool. So that was interesting. And then with the Sonic story though, because it was mostly like introducing Shadow, and so they had to do his backstory more closely. But the thing with Sonic that was cool.
like pretty much everyone knows him, so they didn't do that big of a backstory scene.
Well, yeah, but we already established him, so they had to like completely establish Shadow in the like movie universe, and so they had to do his backstory as told by the games, well. But for Sonic, you kind of have to adapt his like the movie story to fit in with Shadow's story because they don't really have to stick with Sonic's game story anymore
There's so
as
many
closely.
There are so many different Sonic game stories.
Yeah, not that they did. Not that they did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Shadows, they were trying to, like, they had something go off from the games. And Sonic, they have to, like, work him into this story that's mostly establishing Shadow. But I thought they did a really good job, mostly because they broke Sonic. So that was fun, because I'm a bad person. But, seeing Sonic actually kind of lose it was pretty cool.
Like,
I mean, not cool, just good character
like,
development.
Yeah, like, during the movie, by the way, I almost thought they were going to kill Shadow in his first appearance.
Oh,
I was a little, like, when I saw the extra credit scene, and we were the only ones in the theater except for the guys cleaning it.
Yes. That was fun.
That was kind of awkward. And, so, you see Shadow's foot come up, and he picks up his little bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me really happy.
Yeah. I didn't think they would kill off Shadow completely.
Like,
I kind of thought Tom was dead there for a second.
Dude.
That whole part was really good. They did that really well. I kind of thought they had killed him off. I was happy that he was not dead, but I would have been happy either way.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just saying because, like, for the story, because the story would have developed well either way. But I am happy that he was not dead. So, I did think, like, I actually was, like, in suspense about it. So, the Robotniks, though, they're both dead? Do we think they're both for real dead?
So, I'm not completely sure. I mean, Eggman, do you remember the second movie?
Yes.
So, Eggman in the second movie kind of faked his death. kind of not.
Yeah.
So, but there's proof that he might come back because in the mid-credits scene, like, we've got Sonic in New York now.
Mm-hmm.
And so Metal Sonic comes, which is weird because
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
like Metal Sonic, like you can't really have a Metal Sonic without Eggman creating him. But
that's an interesting
actually,
point.
no, it's Eggman and cousin 3 times removed, and his brother-in-law.
What?
Nothing.
Was that a games reference or was
What?
that a
No,
joke?
that was a joke.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if there was actually a character like that in the games. 'Cause I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know the games. So that is interesting. I didn't know who Metal Sonic was created. Like, I recognize the characters. I just know nothing about the stories.
I don't see like how you could confuse Metal Sonic for someone else. But when I saw all the other Metal Sonic eyes, for a sec I thought we were gonna get a Metal Knuckles too.
Interesting.
Not the most famous character,
but it is a real character.
Yeah, real character appears a lot in comics.
I don't know these things. He knows these things. He's the Sonic guy.
This is like my first episode all over again.
Your Sonic theories?
Well, no, not my. Also, my Sonic theories, like, none of them are correct. I'm talking about the Battle for the Grid.
Mm-hmm.
That episode, like...
Oh, yeah.
No, I actually went and watched that recently.
Mm-hmm.
And the title Spamming for Survival is very accurate.
Are we about to get attacked by a Roomba?
Yeah.
No, we'll be fine. But, so you're saying that Metal Knuckles is a character from the comics?
I've never seen him in anything else.
Okay.
But, it's very interesting when he is there.
Okay. Is there Metal Tails then? Like, how many metals are there?
I think there's like 2. So, there's a certain comic I read called Seasons of Chaos. And, yeah, we're about to get into
it. So let's ignore it.
So, in that, you've got Metal Sonic, Metal Knuckles, and then you've got, like, a tail stuffed animal with an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think is that accurate.
Interesting.
But, I did tell Katie, when Shadow and Sonic became super, love that part, by the way, so my dad, one time, I don't think I was alive yet, they were all in theaters, and, what was the movie where Cap got Thor's hammer?
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, in Endgame, my dad got incredibly excited when Captain America got Thor's hammer.
Yes.
Mjolnir? I have no clue.
Melman.
I feel like I had more energy than Dad.
Oh, really?
When Shadow and Sonic got super.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Like, and Shadow's just got a complete attitude change. Yeah, because, like, one moment he is battling Sonic to the death, the next they're both sitting on the moon, and then they give each other a high five and then turn into gold and people.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Amy coming in and then Metal Sonic, do you have any idea of where the next sequel might go?
Yeah, like, I think rumor has it that it's coming in 2027.
Okay, but what do you think it might be about?
I think that, so, didn't Gerald fall off the spaceship?
I think Gerald is dead.
Yeah, Gerald's pretty dead, but with Eggman, surviving the robo crash. I think there might be a possibility Gerald survived and sent like an army of Metal Sonics, and they might need some help from Amy.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
There you have it. We have a theory for the next movie.
I'm not good with my theories.
Possibly Gerald survived. So, I don't know how much you'll have to say about this. Maybe you know more than I'm assuming. But I would like to talk for a minute about the acting, the cast, the performances, because they kind of crack me up.
Jim Carrey.
They kind of crack me up how good they are.
Yeah.
Like I when I went and posted about it on Instagram at Stars and Garters Official, you
What's that?
It's my Instagram. But when I posted about it, I said these movies have no right to go as hard as they do, and that is the whole thing. That's why it's funny how good it is, because it's like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie should not be as good as these movies are. Like, the idea of that, and especially as a video game movie, which always struggle. They're definitely getting better at it, like what with Mario movie and Sonic, but I mean, they're like really ridiculously good.
Yeah.
Honestly. But like the actors, that's like part of it. It's like these performances, like, why are you actually acting? Like, why is this good? Like, why is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie going this hard? But obviously, like, the humans, James Martin does really good, straight daddy, not daddy, father role. And then his wife, I have no idea who the actor's name is, but she's great. They work together great. Jim Carrey, obviously, just killing it as he does everything. Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, and now Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey twice.
Yeah, like Jim Carrey dancing with Jim Carrey.
That was amazing. I was having the time of my life.
Yeah, I'm not that good with the cast and stuff, but
which is okay.
I asked you what your favorite part was, and you said something about when both Jim Carrey looked into the camera and said, and it's almost as if we are two different characters played by the same actor.
Yes. That was so funny.
Didn't you want to laugh, but no one else did?
Yeah, nobody else was laughing. I was like, what the heck? Your humor is broken. It was so funny. Everything Jim Carrey did was so funny. And our theater is small. Our theater is great. But
really,
it's really good. But it's smaller and not a lot of people come to it. I mean, like, it's not a problem that it's smaller. It's a problem that not a lot of people come to it, so you don't get to, like, react as much as you would want to, because there's not a lot of people, and it's a little bit weird when you're just like clapping and cheering with only you and one other family in the room. But like I was so, every time Jim Carrey came on screen, it was so good, just so good, so Jim Carrey. I mean, the dance sequence was everything. Like, just, I was having so much fun. I couldn't believe nobody else was laughing as hard as I was. Just, it was incredible. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. And then, for me, the voice cast is also so funny.
I'm sad when it comes to that.
Why?
I might be stealing your thunder, but I'm really sad Tails is played by a girl.
You really didn't... You didn't know that before?
No, I did know, but like I feel like Tails should have the right to be played by a male.
The right. Well, but first of all, let's just back it up for a second. What is his name? I always forget it when I'm trying to say it, and then I Google it, and I'm like, oh, the dude who voices Sonic, his name is Ben. What is the last name?
I don't know.
Ben
Schwarzenegger.
No.
I have no clue.
Ben, what is your name? I'm gonna look it up. Stall. Say something.
Well, while Katie's doing that, I don't know. I'm just gonna say real quick.
Ben Schwartz. You can say something.
Please comment below. Not many people know this, but I'm struggling really badly in Sonic Frontiers. Comment below how to beat Wyvern, the big red dragon.
Help the child. So, Ben Schwartz is like it's another one
close.
where it's like funny how good he is, because he's not just hilarious, which he obviously is. We know this because of Jean-Ralphio, but he's also like he really does good on like the deep emotional moments.
Oh, yeah.
Like with Sonic, he does really good, and it's really weird because he's so funny, and then he's like also like really good just acting, which is hilarious to me, and it's just awesome, and he obviously kills it. I found out though in this movie, not in 2, but in this movie, I realized that Tails is voiced by the same woman who voices Jazz Fenton, Danny Phantom's sister. That made me really happy. I freaked out a little bit when I saw that. Her name is Colleen O'Shaughnessy, and she's so good. I didn't know I could hear it. I could kind of hear it though in this movie because I was like familiar with her voice now, because she also is in Fire Emblem, and the voice actors are really cool, you guys. But anyway, she's also in Fire Emblem, so I kind of had like an ear for her voice now, and like I was listening to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's because I knew Tails was voiced by a girl. I just didn't know what the name was, and I was like, I was like, I can almost make that out, and I feel like I think I might have even thought like, is that Danny Phantom's sister? And then I saw the name, and I was like, yes, I knew that was Jazz. So that really freaked me out. Obviously, she does awesome, and it's a really cute, like, just good boy voice. And I'm not saying like, I didn't mean that as she does a good boy voice, even though she does. I was saying like Tails is just a good boy, and she does that voice really well. And then Idris Elba as Knuckles is still like, when I say it's funny, I'm not saying it's just like, comedic. I'm just saying like that's the only way I can describe what I feel like, that these actors are so good in this movie. Like, it's just funny to me, but it's like really, really good. I'm not trying to discount from their performance. And then Keanu Reeves as Sonic. Like, what are you even talking about? That's awesome.
I'm not sure. I know nothing about the cast.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, I don't think you know him from anything. He's famous for, like, The Matrix. It's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Just kidding. Mostly The Matrix. But, yeah. Like, he obviously did great. So, whole cast crushed it. That was one of my favorite things about the movie.
Well, one thing...
Also, the dog. Sorry.
Hold on. What dog?
Their dog.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great actor.
So, if you watch the Knuckles show...
Oh, some lore.
Not really lore. I'm not good with lore.
It's okay.
So, one thing I really liked, in the Knuckles show, by the way, don't watch it after watching 3 for the first time watching the Knuckles show. Because in the timeline of movies, it's right after 2.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, I really liked the beginning of the first episode. Which, spoiler alert, that should go without saying, but, so Maddie, Tom's wife, so Knuckles is being all warrior-y, and, broke down their car and made a throne out of it. And, I thought it was really funny that Maddie grounded Knuckles.
Oh, really?
Like, that kind of cracks me up.
Interesting.
But, and, one thing I really liked was, Knuckles and the glass breaking situation. Like, where Knuckles is just eager to break the glass, like me.
Oh,
me wanting to get on this podcast.
It's true. He is. He loves being on this podcast.
It's a fun podcast.
Thank you. I think so too.
But like, Knuckles is such a funny character, but that movie got a little serious. Like in the trailers, like Sonic saying the when Tails is telling Sonic it's a bad idea to use the Master Emerald, like when he said, and when does that ever stop? In the trailers, I'm like, is that the teaming up with Eggman? But then when I saw the movie, I'm like, man, this is about to get serious. Oh hey, it's another podcast member. Bring Snowflake up
I don't want to bring Snowflake. I won't bother her, but I will because she's cute. Yeah, this is our cat. She's gonna be in the next Sonic movie. She plays. Who's a cat? Who's a cat?
I don't think they're
Blaze.
Blaze?
Blaze the cat.
Oh, dude, if Blaze made an appearance, I would be so surprised.
You would be surprised?
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. You might want to get prepared for, like, Silver.
Oh.
Maybe in the 4th.
That's Sonic from the future, correct, in the games?
Yeah, like, I don't know how Sonic went from being incredibly fast to being able to fly, being incredibly fast, and being able to control gravity. So how did he go to that?
We may never know. Maybe we will in the Sonic Court, if Silver is in there.
Yeah, but like, let's get Eggman's brother.
Eggman has a brother?
No, I'm making it.
I'm sorry, I don't know Sonic lore.
Eggman's brother.
I didn't even know he had a grandpa.
Yeah, like,
I mean, I assume.
You don't, so, by the way, I'm wearing my Sonic shirt.
Yes, he is. He is wearing. I am not wearing any Sonic stuff. I'm wearing a lot of other merch, but not Sonic.
Yeah, like, I didn't know we were going to record today.
Yep, he just loves Sonic.
But, like, I just woke up.
He's always prepared to talk about Sonic.
Like, I woke up today, got on to get dressed. I pull out my clothes and I'm like, sure, Sonic.
Yep.
Hi.
It's okay.
What was that?
It was a coin.
So, what are your thoughts on Sonic 4?
On the movie?
Yeah.
Well, see, it's like when you have sequels that you didn't know were coming from the first movie, because, like, if there's gonna be a long series of movies, I like to know that they have planned them out from the very first movie, and I don't know if they have, like,
I feel like they planned Sonic 3 at the beginning.
Okay. I don't know what they were planning. I just, like, with the Avengers, it was a little more secure, because we knew they were planning to have a bunch of phases. We're a little unsure right now, but, like, it was more secure than other series, because you knew there were, like, they had a series plotted out. So there's always a worry that they're just kind of, like, gonna end up just doing stuff and seeing if this is good. But they have been really steady and consistent in making good Sonic movies, so I have more hope for it than I would most sequels. Like, they're not trying to, like, scrape their way back from a couple of bad movies. Like, they've been giving us great movies the whole time, so they don't really have to, like, I mean, they have a lot to lose, but, like, they've built a strong foundation, so I'm less inclined to, like, worry about how good the next one will be. I just want to know when they plan to end it. That would be nice to know.
I feel like they might end on a 4, because, like, 4, like, usually the crew is, like, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy.
Yeah.
Like, that, and probably Shadow, because, like,
he do be alive.
Like, Shadow, not only because he's alive, like, he and Sonic seem to be friends now.
Right.
And, one thing I want to point out, you were talking about how, like, they've got a good foundation and you're not worried if they'll mess up the 4th.
Right.
But, so, I'm hoping that they pull off 4 good movies in a row, because then they would beat trilogy. not really a trilogy because it's got 4 movies, but the 4th doesn't matter. What I'm talking about is Toy Story. Like, that's the only little thing I know that has pulled off 3 good movies.
Okay.
The 4th, I haven't even watched the 4th, but I don't think it's good.
that also has Keanu Reeves.
But, like, Sonic, hopefully pulls off a 4th good movie. Like, I feel like they'll end it here. Like, who knows? You know that I like the show Sonic Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Really good show. It has a character called Styx the Badger.
I like Styx.
Styx the crazy-eyed paranoid badger.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of people who watch that show really like Styx because she's just paranoid and funny. Like, the robo-apocalypse is nigh.
Yep.
But, who knows? Maybe in movies to come, with the Sonic movies, we might get the Styx.
Who knows? You would know better than I would.
Hey, you, like, like me, I'm kind of crazy Sonic fan.
Mm-hmm.
You're like normal Sonic fan.
Mm-hmm.
For a normal Sonic fan, you've got pretty good knowledge.
Oh, thank you. That's such a high compliment, because he is a very much big Sonic fan.
Yeah.
So, talked about the story and the characters and the actors and the future possibilities. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Well, comment below your thoughts on the 4th. Definitely would like to see some of those.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know, give us more ideas for the podcast. I don't know. Katie's good. What episodes do you have in store?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I am hoping to put out a Final Fantasy 15 episode.
Oh, you just
very
beat that
recent, because
one.
I just beat it and it was so good.
What does mean?
You'll see in the future episode.
Hold on, wait, can I spoil something?
No.
About it?
No, you cannot.
Oh, man.
The next Marvel Monday will be another non-comics history of in the series. We'll be on the 4th favorite Deadpool. Top 10s, I don't have a particular in mind. I have a top 10 Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
How about top
characters?
10 Wing Feather How about top 10 Wing Feather Saga characters?
No. I have
that book series is just so good.
I have a top 10 Fire Emblem 3 Houses characters list made, but sometimes you guys don't like those episodes as much, even though I really love to talk about it. So I tried to hold off pretty good distances in between those more niche interests. But I'm definitely gonna do it, because I still love the game. But I'll hold it off, try to get some more, just settle you back down with your more generic, less niche top 10s, and then I'll hit you with a super specific niche interest one.
I don't know, but we might be able to do a top 5 Sonic movies. There might be 5 movies, just enough to do it.
Alright, well, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Samuel, for being on the podcast. You did very good this time. This was a really good episode for you. So
I have not been good in later earlier episodes,
but you did really good this time.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and share and share. Don't scare people. Like and share and comment and subscribe and follow. And we will
comment below your thoughts for future movies.
Yes.
Comment below Sonic lore I might not know of.
Indeed. And we will see you guys next time.
See ya.